Good evening, myself Dr. M. Takle from Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadrao, Selkaranji. The unit number 5, Production Drawing and Reading Blueprints. The next lecture is on the basic elements of the production drawing. Right now, production drawing, you already studied, sometimes called working drawing, are complete sets of drawing that details the manufacturing and assembly of products as distinct from engineering drawings prepared by and oblique or for production engineers whose task is to decide how best to manufacture the products. Machine operators, production line workers, and supervisors all use production drawings. In last lecture, we studied the basic common elements on the production drawing, and the one of the element is limits, fits, and tolerances. It is a very important part for the production drawing. It is very important for the design engineer also to give limits, fits, and tolerances on the drawing. We will study one by one what is meant by limits, fits, and tolerances. First, limits. Two extreme permissible sizes of a part between which the actual size is contained are called limits. Fits. The relationship existing between two parts which are to be assembled with respect to the difference on their sizes before assembly is called a fit. Tolerances. Tolerance is defined as the total permissible variation of a size. It is the difference between maximum limit and minimum limit of size. Here we will study in detail one by one what is meant by limits, fits, and tolerances. The first one is limits. Two extreme permissible sizes of a part between which the actual size is contained are called limits. Limits is nothing but there are two permissible sizes of a part between the actual size is contained. Consider suppose a round bar is there and having diameter 20 and the tolerance is plus for diameter 20 plus 0.2 to plus 0.4, and according to the limits two extreme permissible sizes for diameter 20 two permissible sizes are for plus 0.2 it is 20.2 and for plus 0.4 it is a 20.4. These are two permissible sizes of a part in which the actual size contained are called limits. The permissible sizes are, that is the limit is from plus 0.2 to plus 0.4, because on a drawing it is mentioned that the diameter 20 having tolerance plus 0.2 to the plus 0.4. The plus 0.2 to the plus 0.4 is called as a limit dimension, that is actual permissible sizes of part. Second is a fits. The relationship existing between two parts which are to be assembled with respect to the difference on their sizes before assembly is called a fit. It is nothing but the relationship between two parts. That is, it may be clearance fit, In detail we will study what is types of feeds, that is clearance feed, interference feed and transition feed. The fitment between two mating parts is called as a feed, because when rotating shaft is going to feed, when rotating part is there and that rotating shaft is fitted between two bearings. For this fitment, interference feed is used because close tightening is required. So press feed or interference feed is used for this case. But if you are mounting a gear on the shaft, then there is a clearance feed is there, because we are using keyway for that power transmission purpose. So according to that, feeds are given on the drawing. The next is a tolerance. Tolerance is defined as the total permissible variation of a size. It is the difference between maximum limit and minimum limit of size. Tolerance is defined as the total permissible variation of size. I already told that. Consider a round bar having diameter 20 and the tolerances is given diameter 20 having plus 0.2 to plus 0.4. This from plus 0.2 to the plus 0.4, this is called as a permissible variation, that is total 0.2, that is 0.4 minus 0.2, that is 0.2 permissible variation is there. And there are two limits, maximum limit and minimum limit. The plus 0.4 is for maximum limit, plus 0.2 is for minimum limit, that is diameter 20 plus 0.2 to plus 0.4. In this, diameter 20.2 is a minimum limit and diameter 20.4 is a maximum limit for the shaft diameter. Limit system. There are three terms used in the limit system, and these are: first one is a tolerance. Tolerance comes under limits because we are giving upper limit and lower limit to the tolerances. Deviation from a basic value is defined as tolerance. It can be obtained by taking the difference between maximum and minimum permissible limits. Second term, limits. Two extreme permissible sizes between which the actual size is contained are defined as limits. Then deviation. The algebraic difference between a size and its corresponding basic size is called as a deviation. There are two types of deviation: upper deviation and second one is a lower deviation. The fundamental deviation is either upper or lower deviation, depending on which is closer to the basic size. We will study one by one in detail. There are three terms in the limit system. First one is a tolerance. Deviation from a basic value is defined as a tolerance. Suppose diameter 20 is a basic value and the tolerance is from plus 0.2 to plus 0.4 and the value comes 20.3, that is the deviation from the basic size, because the basic size is a diameter 20 and the value comes 20.3. It differs from that basic value, that is deviation from that basic value, and this is called as a tolerance. It can be obtained by taking the difference between maximum and minimum permissible limit. Again, consider diameter 20 having limits, that is tolerances plus 0.2 to plus 0.4. The maximum limit is 0.4, that is 20.4. Minimum limit is 0.2, that is 20.2. And the difference between this maximum and minimum permissible limit is nothing but that tolerance. Already we studied limits to extreme permissible sizes, that is 20.2 and 20.4. The 20.2 is a minimum limit, 20.4 is a maximum limit, and these two extreme permissible sizes between which the actual size contained is defined as a limit. Next important term is a deviation. The algebraic difference between a size and its corresponding basic size is nothing but deviation. The difference between a size and its corresponding basic size is nothing but a deviation, and this difference is nothing but algebraic difference. And there are two types of deviation, there is upward deviation and lower deviation. And one more term, that fundamental deviation, it may be upward deviation or lower deviation depending on which closer to the basic size. That is, the fundamental deviation is either the upper or lower deviation depending on which is closer to the basic size. Coming to the next important part, that is fits. Fits is defined as the relation between two mating parts is called fit. Depending upon the actual limits of the hole or shaft sizes, fits may be classified as clearance fit, transition fit, or it may be interference fit. First part is a clearance fit. Clearance fit is defined as a clearance between mating parts. In clearance fit, there is always a positive clearance between the hole and shaft. Second is a transition fit. Before that, we will study what is interference fit. Interference fit is obtained if the difference between the hole and shaft sizes is negative before assembly. Interference fits generally ranges from minimum to maximum interference. Then transition fit may result in either an interference or clearance depending upon the actual values of the tolerance of individual parts. We will study in detail, that is fits. The relation between two mating parts is called fit. That is, two mating parts, I have already told that shaft and bearing is one of the two mating parts. Then shaft and gear, that is gear is mounted on the shaft, is another one of the type of mating. And depending upon the actual limits of the hole or shaft sizes, that is hole dimensions are there, shaft dimensions are there, and depending upon the actual limits of the hole or shaft sizes, fits may be classified as, the fits are classified according to the hole and shaft size. It is clearance fit, transition fit, and lastly interference fit. We will study one by one this type of fits. First one is a clearance feet. Clearance feet is defined as a clearance between mating parts. In clearance feet, there is allows positive clearance between the hole and shaft. Means that the size of shaft is always smaller than the size of hole. That is, the size of hole is greater than the size of shaft, and this is called as a positive clearance because the shaft must be clearly entered into hole. So positive clearance must be there. This type of fitment is called as a clearance fit. And the one of the example is gear is mounted on the shaft in which clearance fit is used because the power transmission takes place through key, and for such type clearance fit is used. Second type is interference fit. Interference fit is obtained if the difference between the hole and the shaft sizes is negative before assembly. That is, the size of the hole is smaller than the size of the shaft. Means the size of the shaft is greater than the size of the hole. This is called as a negative clearance, and this is important for some assemblies like bearing and shaft assembly, because bearing we are used a bearing to support the shaft, and in this interference fit is used because the shaft is fitted into bearing by press fit, and it is called as an interference fit because rotary motion is there. So shaft must not be loose from the bearing, and the bearing must absorb the loads coming on the shaft, and such type of fitment is called as a negative clearance fitment. Interference fit generally ranges from minimum to maximum interface, and interference fit is ranges from minimum to maximum because minimum interference must be there. So this ranges from minimum to maximum interference. The third type of fit is transition fit. Transition fit may result in either an interference or clearance. That is, transition fit may be interference fit or it may be clearance fit. That is, hole size may be smaller than shaft size, or hole shaft size may be greater than shaft size. It depending on the application, we have to use the transition fit. That is, transition fit may result in either it may be interference fit or it may be clearance fit, depending upon the actual values of the tolerance of individual parts. It is normally depend on the application, normally depend on the type of fitment is required, and these are some basic types of fits, that is clearance, interference and transition. So the design engineer must know which type of fitment is required for assembly purpose, and according to that he decide the type of fitment, that is type of fit required for assembly purpose, and he must indicate on the drawing. There are some tolerances like capital S7, G6 for it is for capital S7, small G6 it is normally used for. S7 is for hole, G6 for shaft. It is used for clearance fit. Another type is S7 M6, capital S7 for hole, M6 for shaft. It is used for interference fit. The design engineer must aware of that, and according to the type of fitment, the tolerances must be given on the component, because on that, according to the tolerances, the production engineer will decide the suitable process to manufacture the component, because if close tolerances is there, the production cost of the component will be going to increase. So it is totally depends on the fitment given, that is the tolerances given on the component. If it is required close tolerance, then you have to give the close tolerance, otherwise you have to give the wide tolerance, because for close tolerances manufacturing cost will increases. So design engineer must keep in the mind what type of fitment is required, and according to that he give the tolerances and the component. Thank you.